All right, let's talk winter getaways. You've done it. You've booked the flights, you've picked that perfect resort, and you are so ready to escape the cold. But what if I told you the most common souvenir people bring back from vacation isn't a t-shirt? It's a nasty virus. Yeah, kind of changes the picture, doesn't it?
And this really says it all. You're going for sunshine and memories, not a fever and a story about spending your precious vacation days hooked up to an IV. So the big question is, how do we make sure our amazing trip actually stays an amazing trip?
Well, it all starts with getting real about the risks. Because while we're all busy packing our sunscreen and swimsuits, there's a new threat quietly on the rise in some of the most beautiful places on Earth. And it comes from something tiny: the mosquito. We are talking about a serious spike in cases of dengue and another one you might not have heard of, the Oropouche virus. And trust me, these aren't your typical bug bites. These can knock you out with horrible flu-like symptoms. I'm talking high fevers, headaches, and just crippling joint pain. It's the kind of thing that doesn't just ruin a day of your trip, it can ruin the entire thing. And this isn't some hypothetical, far-off problem. We are looking at official 2026 health notices right now that show a real surge in places tons of us love to visit, like Cuba and Brazil and other spots in Mexico and the Caribbean. A big reason for this, experts say, is our changing climate, which is basically rolling out the welcome mat for these mosquitoes in new areas. This is happening now in the places we're planning to go. Now, here is the absolute most important part, so listen up. For some of these viruses, like Oropouche, there are no vaccines. Zero. You can't just get a shot and forget about it. That means prevention isn't just your best bet, it's your only bet. But, okay, don't start canceling your plans. This doesn't mean you can't go. It just means you've got to be smart. And thankfully, there's a really simple 4-step playbook you can use to protect yourself. This is how you take back control and keep yourself safe. So here it is. It's a simple 4-part plan that is super effective. First, using the right kind of repellent. Second, wearing the right kind of clothing. Third, packing a small but mighty health kit. And fourth, making sure all your routine protections are up to date. So let's get specific. What does this actually mean? For repellent, you want the good stuff, the heavy hitters with ingredients like DEET or Icaridin. For clothes, think loose and light colored. It's not just about comfort. Mosquitoes are actually more attracted to dark colors. Your health kit? Super simple. Just pack some electrolyte powders and a fever reducer. And for those routine shots, it's a good idea to talk to a health pro about things like Twinrix for Hep A and B or Dukora for traveler's diarrhea. Now, that last part, the shots and prescriptions, that has always been the biggest pain, hasn't it? You've got to find a special travel clinic, book an appointment, take time off work. Ugh. But what if I told you there's a much, much smarter way to get it all done? I mean, just think about the old way. You drive to a clinic, you sit in a waiting room, you might even have to make a second trip for the prescription. Now, compare that to the smart way. You book everything right from your couch. You have a quick 15-minute virtual chat. The difference is just night and day. It's a total game changer. And maybe the best part is the convenience. After that virtual consult, you just head over to your local Shoppers Drug Mart or Rexall to pick up whatever you need. It fits right into your normal routine. No extra trips, no hassle at all. So as you're zipping up your suitcase, I'll just leave you with this one last thought. You would never, ever leave home without your passport, right? It's probably the first thing you pack. But really, your most important travel document is your health. So the question is, you've packed your passport for sure, but is your health packed too?